Hello, everyone. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and get started with our closing session. Thank you all for being here to the bitter end. Each year, I wonder who's going to show up and who's going to still be standing and not have too many blisters after their week of walking back and forth. So thank you for being here. Before we move on to the rest of the closing session, I'd like to take one more chance to thank our conference directors. All of you who are here, please stand so that we can give you one more round of applause. Put your forks down and I know that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And one more round of applause and thank you for our conference sponsors as well for their support. So 2025 by the numbers. This is our 45th anniversary this year and our 10th year at the Gaillard Center. So we have two significant anniversaries. Just over 2,000 attendees, 251 of those joining us online in 2 weeks for the virtual conference. We had 528 first-time attendees, which I'm always thrilled to see that number and see how many new folks are joining us. If you're a new first-time attendee who's here today, please raise your hand. Oh my gosh. Woo! Thank you for being here. And again, hopefully this week hasn't wiped you out too bad. And we had a sold-out vendor showcase on Wednesday with 148 exhibitors. On our Whova app, we had 4,417 messages that were sent between private messages and messages on the community board, over 3,000 community board posts, 226 photos shared, 25 meetups that were created, and 266 agenda items. Some overarching themes and topics that were covered by the conference presentations. AI is no surprise. Everybody's talking about AI, how it's reshaping our entire industry. So that was a heavily covered topic. Integrity and trust, publishing integrity, research integrity, and trust was another heavily covered topic and theme. Evolving access and subscription models. It's been presented for several years, but that was also a big topic here again. A new topic that was covered quite heavily this year was well-being, labor, and talent retention. Just the times that we're living in were addressed in a lot of sessions. And of course, academic freedom and censorship. The Charleston premieres were held yesterday morning. I'm not sure how many of you were able to attend that session, but that was a really fantastic look. We had 10 products that were selected by a jury to compete we had Best Design, Most Impactful, and Best New Product. And Figure 2 swept the category there. Jeff, I'm not sure, Jeff Lang, are you here? He may not be here still, but Jeff Lang with Figure 2 won for Best Design. He was runner-up for Most Impactful, and he also won for Best New Product. And congratulations to our runners-up, Bloomberg.com, our winner, Scylla, for Most Impactful, and the runner-up, Consensus, for Best New Product. So let's give them a hand. Our Whova leaderboard. So these three gentlemen on this slide here have been in fierce competition since before the conference, about 2 weeks ago before the conference when we opened this up. Darrell and James each year, the last, I think, 3 years, have been first and second place. They've traded back and forth. And Daniel, this was the first time I've seen him. I'm not sure, Daniel, if you're here, I'm not sure if you're a first-time attendee or just new to this fierce leaderboard competition. But the three of them, they've been answering many questions. They've been posting things, so to get those points on the leaderboard. So I want to give them a congratulations. First place was to James, second to Darrell, and third to Daniel. So. Here I just have a few photos from the week, and I'm going to pause at this time, and I'm going to open the floor. If anybody here would like to share anything that they learned this week, any takeaways from the conference, anything that you would like to share as a parting remark. And before I do that, I'm going to get a little emotional. John Dove is one of our longtime attendees. Many of you know him. He has a long career in publishing, and he's with DOAJ, and he is also close friends with Katina Strauch, who is our conference founder. And he wrote, I asked him to read it, but he declined and asked me to. It says, Katina is here, I know it. I arrived at the Charleston conference last Sunday, one day early, so I could help out assembling the conference packets. I knew that Katina was here, I could tell. I saw Leah at a table in the Francis Marion, clearly talking with some important people, but completely at ease. She interrupted her meeting with finesse to come up and greet a couple of volunteers just arriving. So I knew Katina must be here. I saw Sharna and was immediately put to work in the back room that was wall to wall, swag and bags for the conference, with a dozen hardworking and energetic helpers and volunteers, young and old, very busy but laughing and telling stories as they worked. So I knew Katina must not be far from here. Over the next 2 days, I saw Caroline in the center of all the things at the Venner Showcase, calm and focused. So I knew Katina must just be around the corner. Over the next course of 3 days, I saw how Beth and Leah solved each little issue, handled each question or concern with grace. So I knew Katina was here. Yes, I'm sure Katina was here, and you won't convince me otherwise. So thank you, John, for those words. And yes, Katina is here with us. So I'll give a round of applause for that. And now if anyone would like to share some takeaways or some moments, some memories from the conference, I'll open the floor. And Caroline has a microphone, so just raise your hand and she can come to you if you'd like to say a few words.
Anybody? Any takers or not?
Oh, we have a hand up in the back.
Is it? Oh, Darrell.
Sometimes it just takes a minute to get the ice broken there. It's hard to follow up that statement too, for sure.
I just want to share with everyone the sentiments from Katina. I was talking to her last week. We talk every other week, and we talked about what happened after COVID and how the industry came to support the Charleston Conference. And she says, Daryl, now I want you to thank them for me. I'm not going to be there, but let them know that I love each and every one of you. And I just wanted to share that note from Katina.
Thank you so much.
And you're crying. Anybody?
Anyone else? Oh, we have a hand over here.
I'm hurrying. Get my steps
This is
in.
a long room to get through.
4,500 square feet is what they're.
Thank you. I just wanted to say thanks. I'm a first-time attendee, and I mean, I already loved librarians and, people in the business of getting information out there, but, you guys are just the best, and this is the best conference that I've ever been to, and I've been to a lot of conferences, but very relevant, and really just the nicest people, whether it was a conversation in the elevator or, over right now, just a moment ago, over our lunch. It feels so welcoming, and so I feel very hopeful in a time where it's really hard to find hope sometimes. So thank you all.
Thank you.
Anybody else?
If there are no more comments, I'm going to move to our Poll-a-palooza survey questions for the day, but I'll give another chance after that if someone does have something to share afterwards. So here we are. You can join using the QR code there at the top, or you can join by the website pollev.com/CHSCONF, and we'll do some poll questions after everybody has a chance to get started. I'll leave the QR code large for a moment and then show the results as they're coming in. If anybody has any questions or problems joining, let me know. So the Poll-a-palooza was started back in, I believe, 2015. One of our conference directors, Aaron Gallagher, got us started with that idea based on the Lollapalooza concert name. So the Poll-a-palooza is the celebration at the end of the conference where we go through just a few questions to close the event in a fun way. I'll give everybody a few more minutes, but it looks like the answers for this particular question are slowing down now. Clearly the front runner in the room is the librarian attendees. All right, this one's always fun. Drop a pin. Show us where where you're from originally. You can kind of zoom in on the map if you're on your phone. I know we have one from South Africa sitting over there. I'm waiting to see her pin show. And we have a guest here from Japan as well. I see that. We'll imagine it. Yes, she's here, but she said her Wi-Fi is not connected, so we imagine it being there. All right. I see a few more pins coming. I'll give it just another moment. Sometimes it's hard to get that zoomed in just right. But thank you to all of our international attendees for traveling and coming so far to be here with us. All right, how many times have you attended the Charleston Conference over the years? I know we had a lot of first-timers in this room, so I think that's gonna be skewed a little bit. So the last category there, F, we used to say, all of them, I am Katina Straub, so that she can answer that question, but she's not in the room this time, so. I'm in the 20 plus category. This is my 21st year, so. Thank you. Okay. Uh-oh. Yeah, I don't think there's anyone here that's been to all of them, but. Okay, roughly, we're right at 50% first-time attendees. That's awesome. Okay, this one's a word cloud. What's the best meal you've had while you're here? Charleston's known for good cuisine, good food, eating out. Shrimp and grits. You can also upvote these. I think you can. Ooh, I haven't been to Chubby Fish. Didn't they just get a Michelin star? I think they did this week. It's supposed to be amazing. I've never been there though. Several oysters. I always get hungry looking at this, even though we just had lunch. Texas barbecue. So we've got Lewis barbecue, and I just lost the name of the other one that everybody keeps asking me which one's better, and I don't comment because I like both of them. Chicken and waffles. the emoji there. Lots of oysters. The grocery. Lots of shrimp and grits too. We always get some jokes about having shrimp and grits and fish at the South Carolina aquarium at the reception there. People feel a little awkward eating seafood at the aquarium. Yum, yum. Ooh, fig's a good one. Oh, I haven't heard of wild olive. Get some good suggestions here for next time I go out. Okay. There's more shrimp and grits. I'll give it just a second and then we'll move on to the next one. Ooh, barbecue tuna. Never tried that. Rue de Jean's a favorite, yeah. Okay, well, we'll move on. It's another word cloud type. What's the best book you've read this year? Because I always like to get recommendations. It doesn't have to be professional. It can be, just fun reading. Oh, I don't know that one. Get to add to my TBR list here. Ooh, I love the Thursday Murder Club. They did an adaptation on Netflix of that one too. It was pretty good. Excuse me. These are great recommendations. Oh, that's the John Green book, right? Everything is Tuberculosis. I've heard that one's good. I hear ya. Give that another minute to see some more titles come through before we move on. Surf riding. Haunting of Hill House. I've seen the Bly Manor version on Netflix, but I haven't read the book there. Henrietta Lacks, that was a good one. Okay. Well, these are all great suggestions that we can add to our lists, but we'll move on. All right, so Charleston, we always have a few funny stories. I'll relay one that I don't think Erin's in the room here. One of our conference directors said she saw a bachelorette party get into a fight, on like literal cat fight on the sidewalk in front of the Francis Marion Hotel. Like light up cowgirl hats and everything, throwing things at each other. So, what are your funny Charleston stories? She said she felt like she was like going to see a hidden camera somewhere. She was going to be on an episode of Southern Charm. A dressed up dog. So somebody tell me what was funny about the frogs at the aquarium. I missed. Was there a story with that? A particular just. Ooh, I don't know about scary trees with a face. Getting lost in downtown. That can be funny or not funny. Oh, that yikes. Whoops. A golf cart with baby seats. That's very Charleston, I have to say. That's the cat cafe, yes. Hot little biscuits running ahead. Woo! My goodness. Lyft has the wrong address. I wonder who I can contact for that, get that fixed. A Christmas, I did see the Christmas sweater store. They've got some good ones there. Yes, the Christmas tree costume. Karaoke, yeah. We've had a couple of different, some risque happenings here. So much bronzer. Runners? Are you? I'm so confused by this. That's fun. All right, I think I may move on from this one before we have anything. Okay. That's a very boring question to follow up such an exciting one. There's no naked questions here for this one. Goodness. So we have a few that haven't used the app. We do still have paper, the printed programs available there, but I'm gonna have to save that question for last next time. Okay. So the app was used to do a lot of messaging, a lot of meetups, a lot of networking before the conference and at the conference. So that's something that we always do try to provide as the connection so that people can meet others here at the conference. So this is an important question for us, and if you have feedback for how we can do it better, let me know. Excuse me. Okay. Yeah, I would encourage anyone who didn't feel the connection there to reach out to me and let me know how we can improve networking for next year. Here's another one. What's your favorite part of this year's Charleston conference? Do you appreciate the keynotes and plenaries, the concurrence, the posters, networking, social events, serendipitous hallway conversations? This one doesn't show all of the answers at once. I'll try to kind of keep scrolling so that we can see. If you just have to pick one favorite, next year maybe we can select all that you like, but then you just pick all of them, so. So the networking is closely followed by the concurrent sessions so far. 29, votes are still coming in, so this one's moving around a little bit. I'll let it go until it settles. Okay, so just barely at the network and social events for 31% concurrence, 30. All right, this one's a free text entry. What was your favorite session that you attended this year? This one, I'm going to kind of scroll down because some of these get lost in the bottom. Managing in Crisis, Are eBooks Dead? Beyond the Article, eBook Exodus. Ooh, it's moving fast. Bot Wars getting a lot of votes. Long Arm of the Law, Lunch. Leo Lowe got a vote there. The Ghost and Graveyard Tour. Accessibility Talks. AI on AI. I like that title. That was a good one. African American Funeral Program Session. That was from our colleagues over at the International African American Museum next door to the aquarium. I need to scroll up to the top here. So opening plenary has 9 upvotes. Long Arm of the Law has 4. Bot Wars 4. Print versus ebook. Lunch has 3. Poll-a-palooza, yay! All right. We need a few more minutes for this one? All right. So this one is, we've had a slide up on this, the same questions and the same thing for 3 years now, I think, and I'm comparing and contrasting the answers, and next year I'm going to have a report on it. So will it completely transform, significantly transform, moderately, slightly, or will it have minimal to no impact on our industry in the next 5 years? The first time I did this slide a few years back, I think there were several people that answered in that minimal or no impact, that they just thought it was going to kind of fizzle out, and that hasn't happened yet. That's right. Okay. Mostly in that significantly transform vote there. I think that one's settled down. And this is another one that I've asked over the last few years, and I've seen it change. Is it more of a threat or an opportunity? So we have about, 9% say it's a big opportunity. Most say just an opportunity, and then neutral and a threat are slowly decreasing there. The first time I put it up, it was the strong threat was like way up there. So that's interesting to see how it's being seen more of as an opportunity now. Okay. So this is always an interesting question for me. Will you be implementing any programs or adjusting anything at your library or organization based on what you've learned this week? Have these sessions been impactful for your career? Things you can take home and use? A lot of yeses and maybes. That's good. Okay. So this is one that Aaron Gallagher had from the very first year of Poll-a-palooza, the hottest buzzword of Charleston 2025, AI. Hope. I love that one. Shrimp and grits. I think this one, if you put a space, it'll separate your words too. So if you kind of run it together like a hashtag, it'll keep it together. Humidity. We are in Charleston. I don't know what feet means, but blisters. There's lunch again. Collaboration, budgets, sustainability, empathy. Roadmap, I see that one. Burnout. Partnerships, community. Walking. Coffee. Coffee and tea both made it. That's great. ADA, I see that in there. Vibe coding. 20,000 steps. Trust and integrity. That's great. Oh, there's a shrimp. Tariffs, I saw that one come through. Government shutdown. Okay. Well, this one, I'm going to. I'll do a screenshot of this one and see if we can post it later, because this one's great. It's getting full. Flight cancellation. Hopefully all of you make it home with no cancellations today. Okay, we'll move on for, oh, it's still. Okay, future, looking into the future here, what do you think is going to be the hottest topic for next year? Are we still going to be talking about the same AI? Compliance, budgets, 30,000 steps. We'll have to have segways or scooters next year. More shrimp. And bronzer. Licensing, compliance, budget cuts. ROI, midterms. Dystopia. Blisters. Congressional orders. Ebooks. New usage metrics. Sore legs. A lot of budgets, budget cuts, budgets. I like the mermaid too, and sushi. I think that's sushi. Robots. Subscriptions and ownership. how to block AI-powered bots, and the end of the American empire. Goodness. There's an oyster. I saw naked in there. This is a dangerous, dangerous game. All right. Before we have more of that, all right, what best captures the spirit of Charleston for you? Y'all are killing me with the bronzer. Collegiality, collaboration, community, hospitality, the people. I'm not going to comment on the emojis. The bridesmaid war of 2025. Can we still be friends? Adult kindergartner fashion. I hope you're not talking about my frog and toad t-shirt, whoever that is. There's a lot of pastels and gingham and, yeah, seersucker. That is fantastic. Laughter and sequins and ghosts. I love it. All right, we're coming down to the end here. Any speakers or topics that you'd like to see highlighted on the program next year? Any suggestions that we can take to the conference directors? The history of Charleston, or like local culture, that's local history? Mm-hmm. Preservation. Something other than AI. Yeah, so y'all, when the call for papers comes out, flood the call for papers with things other than AI if that's not what you want to hear about. Small micro colleges and universities, more OA books. Funding, yeah. So is that a call for the long arm of the law to come back? Hopefully Anne will be feeling better soon and she'll be able to have a recap next year. Negotiation from the vendor perspective. Okay. We had a long-running pre-conference for many years that was on vendor negotiations, but it was for the library perspective, so this would be the opposite of that. More Global South perspectives. Yeah, these are all great ideas, and I hope that if you're able to submit a proposal on the call for papers next year, that we'll see a lot of these topics there. I don't know that one. I thought it was AI. Okay. The mantling and dismantling conversation from the long arm of the law. Oh, yeah, that's a great one. We'll give this just another minute and we'll move on to our last question. John Green, I would love to have him as a keynote. Wouldn't that be awesome? Or Charleston premieres. All right. We'll move on as we conclude and say goodbye. Do you have any advice or remarks if you're a first-time attendee that we can pass on to the folks that are first-timers next year, or just comments in general? And let's keep it PG, folks. More focus groups. That's interesting. Lunch was great. That is solid advice. Drink water. Stay hydrated, people. Yeah, we did have, we had two meditation sessions this year that were new for us. So I don't think there were a ton of attendees for those, but we might have to add more of those. We have a quiet room and a meditation sessions. I wish we had midday naps. Yes, the comfy shoes are a must. All right. Well, thank you for all of your comments, and we'll keep those going, and I'll collect them and use those for our first timers next year. Don't panic. Those are words of wisdom from the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. I love it. Yay. So I will conclude with that and say thank you, and I hope to see all of you here next year in Charleston. Those are our dates for 2026, and then we also have our Charleston Conference Asia that'll be held for the first time next year in Bangkok in January, which we're very, very excited about. Thank you all, and safe travels home. Please send me a note in Hoover if you have any questions or comments or anything that you'd like to share. And again, thanks.